The Ford Bronco is back for 2025, and it's got its biggest update yet. But honestly, this is about way more than just a new model year. We're going to break down how Ford has seriously refined the Bronco's foundation, and then just double down on making it the ultimate canvas for whatever adventure you can dream up.
You know, since it came back in 2021, the Bronco has always been about that sense of freedom and raw capability. But the 2025 model, it brings the most extensive changes we've seen so far. They've really honed the tech, the comfort, and the value to create an even stronger starting point. So think of it less like a finished product and more like a blank slate, ready for you.
So that's the real question, isn't it? What does your adventure actually look like? Is it a trip to the coast with a couple of surfboards tossed in the back? Maybe a huge cross-country overlanding journey? Or just a fun weekend hitting the trails? Keep that picture in your head, because we're about to see exactly how you can build it.
Okay, first things first. Let's talk about the core vehicle itself. Before you even think about adding a single accessory, the 2025 Bronco is already a huge step up. And believe it or not, it offers more for less.
And get this, the starting price is actually lower for 2025. How's that possible? Well, it's because Ford has brought back the Bronco base model after it took a year off. This makes the whole platform more accessible than ever, right from the jump.
And here's what you're getting for that money. That old 8-inch screen, gone. It's been replaced by a massive 12-inch digital gauge cluster, and that's standard now. The audio gets a serious bump to a 12-speaker B&O system. 4-door models now get rear AC vents, which is a big deal. And the whole interior has more sound-deadening material. Now, these aren't just off-road toys. They make the daily drive so much better, making the Bronco a more livable, everyday vehicle.
And hey, for all you Sasquatch package fans out there, this is a pretty crucial update. The old mud terrains have been swapped out for 35-inch Goodyear all-terrains. And the goal here is super simple. A much quieter and more comfortable ride on the highway when you're driving to the trail without giving up that critical off-road capability once you're there.
So we know the cabin is smarter, it's more comfortable. But what about under the hood? Well, Ford is sticking with a proven formula here, and honestly for very good reason.
The powertrain options, they're still rock solid. You've got that punchy 2.3-liter Turbo 4, which is awesome for daily driving and light off-roading, and you can get it with a 7-speed manual for all the purists out there. You can step up to the twin-turbo 2.7-liter V6 for some serious grunt when you're towing or hitting the trails hard. And of course, the Bronco Raptor gets its own exclusive, just fire-breathing 418 horsepower twin-turbo V6 for the ultimate performance. There's really a power level for every single type of driver.
All right, now for the really fun part. With that solid foundation set, let's dive into the Bronco's true superpower. It's just near limitless potential for customization. This is where you really make it yours.
And I'm not exaggerating. I mean, Ford themselves say it. There are over 200 dealer-installed products available. This isn't about just picking a trim level anymore. It's about building a vehicle that perfectly, and I mean perfectly, matches your lifestyle.
So, let's do a quick build. Just imagine your ideal adventure involves the coast, maybe some kayaking or surfing. You start with a Bronco, maybe you've even got the doors off for the full experience.
Okay, first step, you gotta get your gear there. So you add a Yakima kayak carrier to the roof. It's purpose-built, it's secure, and it just gets the job done so you can focus on the fun part. Then, once you're at the beach, you need a little base of operations. A swing gate table folds down right from the tailgate. This gives you the perfect spot to prep your gear, make some lunch, or just hang out. It's these simple little additions that completely transform the vehicle.
Okay, let's switch gears. Maybe you're not a water person. Maybe your dream is to just get completely off the grid for days at a time. Let's build an Overland Explorer.
When you are way out there, you have to be self-sufficient. I mean, there's no other option. That's why the first thing you pack is a Ford Performance Recovery Kit by Warn. This has all your straps, D-shackles, gloves. It's the essential safety gear for when the trail inevitably decides to get tough.
And for multi-day trips, this is an absolute must-have. A portable RB fridge/freezer means you're done dealing with soggy coolers and melting ice. You can keep food and drinks perfectly chilled, which extends your ability to stay off-grid in comfort for that much longer. It's a game changer.
So those builds show off the functional side, but personalization is also about style, right? Let's look at some of the finishing touches that really make a Bronco a true one-of-a-kind. And Ford is making this even easier with a new program they're calling the Ford Custom Garage.
So instead of having to pick every single part individually from that list of 200, it groups popular design and performance options into these easy-to-order packages. It just simplifies the whole process.
Take fender flares, for instance. It might seem like a small detail, but it completely changes the vehicle's look. Do you prefer that more integrated, protective style of the wide flares? Or do you want that aggressive, bolted-on look of the pocket-style flares? You can even get them paint-matched. It's all about your personal taste.
And the detail goes all the way down to the spare tire cover. You can go with that iconic bucking Bronco logo, or you could lean into the heritage with this awesome retro established 1966 design. It's a really small touch, but it says a whole lot about your personal style.
So at the end of the day, the 2025 Bronco isn't just a vehicle you buy, it's a project you build. It's a tool that's designed to get you and your friends or your family out there to create memories.
Which of course brings us right back to that original question. With a smarter, more comfortable, and more customizable platform than ever before, the only thing left to decide is, what's your next adventure?